It is History and Government. This is Form 1 class. And our topic today is national integration. In this topic, here we are referring to Kenya, national integration in Kenya. In this topic, we want to look at some 2 or 3 things. That is the definition of the term, that is national integration. We look at the importance of national integration. We shall look at the factors that are promoting national integration and the factors that are limiting or that hinders the national integration. As we had looked at the previous topic, that is citizenship, it is important to understand that after we have been made the citizens of Kenya, then we are supposed to remain as only one tribe, that is Kenyans. And in this topic then, we shall be trying to look at the factors that are bringing together all the tribes despite the background, geographical area, the race, and so on. And at the end of it, we shall see how it is actually promoting and the importance of it for that matter. To start with, let us look at the national integration as the definition of these 2 terms. It is important to understand that these are 2 terms that have been brought together. If we can start with the national, we can define it to be a group of people who are living together in a given geographical area and they are manned by one government. These are people from different backgrounds, but they are living in one geographical area and they are manned or ruled by one government. The other term is integration. As it is suggesting, integration refers to the unity, oneness of different people despite the tribe, despite the race, gender, religion, and also geographical background. They are actually supposed to live together in unity. So in other words, we can actually say national integration is also a national unity. We can call it a national unity. Now let us look at the importance of national unity. What are some of the importance of national unity? 1, this promotes economic development. When people are living together, they are actually able to do their business together and they earn their daily bread. So it promotes national, promotes economic development. The other one, it promotes development of democracy. People are able to know their rights. People are able to understand their responsibility and so on and so forth. Another thing is that it promotes political development. Politically, we end up developing, and a good example is the country like America. I'm sure that you know that this is one of the strong nations that we have in the world. Politically, they seem to be very organized. They don't fight when they are going for their campaigns. They don't have wars and so on and all that. Another thing is that it promotes national relationship. National relationship, this is where other countries outside Kenya are able to come together, are able to support Kenya, are able to open up and to start what we can term as the investment. And another factor is that it promotes human rights. And finally, we can say it also enhances the unity that coexistence, peaceful coexistence. Now, what are some of the factors that promote national unity? Factors promoting national unity. I had said earlier that when we talk of national unity, we are referring still to the national integration. Some of the factors include the education system. It is important to understand that our education system that we have here, if you transfer from this class, this is Form 1, in Naivasha or in Kiambu, wherever. You go to another school, the same class, you discover the system is the same, the class age is the same, and therefore this one is promoting unity. There is another one that is, there is another factor that is national holidays and events. We normally have the same number, the same days across the country. If we talk of national holidays, we have Madaraka Day, which is celebrated on 1st of June. We have Mashujaa Day, which is celebrated on 20th of October, and we have Jamhuri Day, which is celebrated on 12th of December. They are acceptable across the country, and this is promoting what we are calling as unity. Another one is the Constitution in Kenya. The farthest end of the country, that is Kenya, Mandela, you go to Taita, you go to Kajiado, Kisumu, all people who are living in this boundary of Kenya. It is important to understand that they are all under one constitution. There is no one who is superior than the other one. They are actually under and they are subject to the Constitution of Kenya. This one is also promoting the same. There is also what we term as national philosophy. All of us, we are under. Every single president and the government must come up with a philosophy that is there. And you discover that maybe if we can mention, although this one we should cover it sometimes in another higher class form 4. We have been having about 3 philosophies. That is socialism, we have Harambee, and we have Nyarism. These philosophies are actually to every single, it is a slogan that is used to every single Kenyan, and it is also promoting unity. We have distribution of government institutes. You go to Kisumu, we have some polytechnic universities that are actually scattering, and other polytechnic, intermediate polytechnic, which are mushrooming all over in the country, and they are mandate by the government. Meaning those who are living in the rural and those who are living in the urban, still they are seen to be under one government. And another factor we can mention is national symbols. National symbols. With national symbols, these are the symbols that are being used in the country, and still they are used to promote national unity. Some of the symbols that we have include the coat of arms, we have the national flag, we have a national anthem, loyalty pledge, and also we have what we call the seal. You visit a school or you visit a place, you don't know whether still you're in Kenya, and you see a structure, you see a flag of Kenya, then it is obvious it is saying that you are still under Kenyan boundaries, you are in Kenya. It is a symbol, it is promoting that. We also talk of the presidency. We actually have one president in the whole republic. You go to Mandela, the president who is known currently is Uhuru Kenyatta. You go to Kajiado is Uhuru Kenyatta. So it is also bringing these people together. So among others, let us look the factors that hinders national philosophy, that are limiting. One, we have corruption. This is very much rampant in Kenya. We know that corruption is where one is giving some financial or maybe some money to acquire or to accrue some favor. The justice is banned because of this money or whatever have been given out. Another thing is tribalism. With the tribalism here, we are referring to where one is looking one's tribe. There is an application somewhere, I'm the manager, and the opportunities that are there, I just look my people, those who are talking my own tribesman, my language, the first language. That is what we are terming as tribalism. There is another one that is political inclination. When you talk of political inclination here, we are referring to a position where one is given a favor due to the political stand that one is actually that one is actually having, or the stand that one is taking. You might be supporting Jubilee, you might be supporting CORD, so at the end of the day,
if the area is known to be dominated by a given political party and political inclination, then at the end of the day you discover if you go in the same place and you are not supporting that political party, you are not able to secure yourself a position. So that is another challenge. We can also mention of religious differences. We have different religions in Kenya, and sometimes you notice that we have institutes that are land that they are manned by these denominations, and these differences sometimes have led to war. In some countries, if I can cite some examples, Nigeria, we are having problem. The northerners and the southerners cannot hold their hands. The southerners are Christian and the northerners are the Islam. So you notice that there is also challenges on religious differences that are causing national integration. We can also mention others like nepotism. This is where you support one because of the crime line, the ancestral background, and you are attached to the same. We can also mention of greed and struggle or hunger for power. And finally, we can also mention of racism. Racism, this is where we are looking the color. You look the color of one. If you happen to visit some of the hotels, and in particular the hotels that are known to have been started so many years ago during the colonial period, you'll notice that those who are working in those places, sometimes they have some colonial mentality. A white person come, white in quotes, you'll notice that they land there to support or maybe to give them services because they're expecting to be given some tips and all that. Whereas the black are not given the services as expected because of that kind of race differences, the color of one, among others. And it is important then therefore to say that those are some of the factors that are limiting national integration. If maybe we can recap, go back to what we have covered for this lesson, it is important to understand that we have said national integration is the national unity, bringing people together despite the gender, despite the color, it is that cohesion, it is unity that is expected by the Kenyan citizen for them to grow politically, for them to grow socially, for them to grow democratically, and so on and so forth. We have mentioned some of the factors that are promoting national unity. We have said that there is constitution. We have the national language that is used, the language that we are using in the country, Kiswahili and English. We have mentioned of things like the constitution. We have said that there is equal distribution of resources. We have talked of national symbols and so on and so forth. We have mentioned the factors that are limiting national integration. We have said there is greed, there is political inclination, religious differences, hunger for power, racism, tribalism, corruption, to mention but a few. It is then my pleasure to end at that, and we shall pick from there another time. Thank you so much.